Fellows Programming FPS, and this video is going to be different than all the other ASVAB videos out there. It's going to be breaking this ASVAB down into sections, pretty much telling you and giving you information on what jobs that you want, what jobs you're most suited for, and that's pretty much what the ASVAB does. We're going to go more in depth of what you need to look for when taking the ASVAB and what you need to study for if you want that specific job field or you want a specific job. So let's get into it. Line scores. I'll explain more what line scores are. If you Google line scores, look up a specific job field, it'll give you the line score of what you need in order to require that MOS. Now, you can just pass the ASVAB, get whatever score your branch may take, but you can get a high ASVAB score, but you need the specific job field that you want. You're going to have that line score. So you could score a 50-something, still not qualify for a certain MOS under that line score. So what is the line score? It's pretty much like the general areas, like I said, of the ASVAB. And the general areas are like, let's say, if you're good at mechanical comprehension, your score's really high there, then most likely you'll probably be a mechanic. And then there's other like line scores, like such as word knowledge. You might be more towards administrative section behind a desk. So that's pretty much just a quick explanation of what a line score is. So first off is word knowledge. Everybody needs to have knowledge of words while taking a test, obviously, but this helps you and helps your score. So what I mean by scores, I'm talking about the AFQT, your total score, and what you need to pass in order to enter that certain branch that you would like to enter. So with this word knowledge, study everything that I'm talking about in every section I'm talking about, but remember, focus on everything, but when you really want that specific job, really focus hard on specific subjects that relate to your job. Now, paragraph comprehension. This also kind of relates to more administrative jobs and also pretty much to everybody. So this also helps your AFQT and also helps you pump the score up, because there are some sections that don't pump your AFQT up. Even if you get 100 on them, it's not going to affect your total score. It's kind of weird, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. The arithmetic reasoning, it's obviously math, arithmetic. It's kind of similar, kind of the same thing. And this pretty much puts a general knowledge of what you're good at on those aspects and what jobs you can fulfill while using arithmetic, such as like a nuclear engineer or something less advanced, such as a mechanic or a carpenter. Good arithmetic is always good to have on hand. Now, mathematics knowledge pretty much coincides with arithmetic. It's kind of the same thing, but not quite. But it's very good. And the thing is this will really boost your score up or boost it down. So really study hard at math, because I really suck at math. Yes, I know I'm half Asian. I must have got it from my half white side, but I suck at math. So I had to study and study and study and study math. And plus, I'm going on 30 here. So I've been out of high school for a while. So yeah, definitely study your math. Now, general science, that's pretty much if you want to be like the weatherman. Yes, there are weathermen. I knew a few weathermen in artillery school. And yeah, so there are weathermen like in artillery. Yeah, I'm not really sure what other jobs there are, but just do your research. But yeah, general science, anything to do with science, that kind of MOS, you might want to, study, check some of that stuff out. Now on to electronics information. This score will help you, such as like wireman. I guess they changed it from GT. Now it's actually electrical now. But it used to be GT. My GT score is really high, so I had to get my electrical back up. So electrical, that would have to do with like, well, obviously electrician, wireman. Some jobs relate and don't relate. Radio, yes, they do deal with electricity a little bit, so it is good to have that knowledge. But like I said, just study everything in general. But if it really relates to your MOS and you want to be an electrician, definitely look hard into this. Automotive and shop information. Now, automotive and shop information is pretty much your mechanical skills, like assembling things, and it kind of coincides with assembly, and it kind of coincides not, but it's more of the knowledge of automotive, like engines and drivetrains and all that stuff. So if you really want to be a mechanic or something like that, or a job that kind of relates to this, then definitely look into that as well. Now we're going into mechanical comprehension, and that's kind of similar to mechanic, and it's kind of similar to the assembly part. But mechanical comprehension is pretty much, are you good at putting stuff together? This can relate to gunsmithing, which would be called an armorer in the military. Even motor T, which is motor transportation, repairing vehicles, and so on and so forth. So, now, last but not least is assembling objects. Now, I do, like with the ASVAB online, well not online, on the computers, the questions get harder and harder as you go, as you get them correct. Now I'm very good at assembling objects, but the thing is it got wicked hard towards the end. But I was doing good. I was like, yeah, that's easy, that goes there, that goes there. And it does get harder as you go. And don't worry, you should do fine if you're really good with your hands, doing on-hands work with this stuff. And this relates more to like on-hands work stuff, like being a combat engineer, which is pretty much a carpenter, a mechanic, so on and so forth. So this section will help you